Why is atonement necessary for salvation in the Bible? Imagine trying to fix a broken relationship without addressing the hurt that caused the break. That's similar to why atonement is needed in the Bible for salvation. It's about repairing the damage caused by sin, which separates people from God. The Bible teaches that everyone has sinned and fallen short of God's perfect standard. Sin creates a barrier that keeps humans from having a close relationship with God. The penalty for sin is death, which means both physical death and spiritual separation from God forever. Without atonement, this separation would be permanent, and reconciliation would be impossible. The story begins with Adam and Eve's choice to disobey God, known as the fall. This act introduced sin into the world, bringing physical death and spiritual separation from God. Because humans cannot pay the penalty for their sins on their own, a sacrifice is needed to satisfy God's justice. This sacrifice would cover or remove sin, restoring the broken relationship. In the Old Testament, God provided a way for this through sacrifices, like offering animals. These sacrifices were symbols that pointed forward to a greater, final sacrifice. They only covered sin temporarily and could not fully remove it. The New Testament reveals that Jesus Christ is the ultimate fulfillment of this need. His death on the cross was a substitutionary atonement. That means Jesus took the punishment for sin that humans deserved. He was sinless but willingly bore the sins of the world. His sacrifice satisfied God's justice because he paid the price in place of sinners. When Jesus rose from the dead, he defeated death, offering forgiveness and the hope of eternal life to everyone who believes in him. Key ideas in the Bible explain why atonement is necessary. First, substitutionary atonement means Jesus died as a substitute for sinners, taking their punishment. Second, God's justice demands that sin be punished, but his mercy offers forgiveness through Christ's sacrifice. Third, atonement makes it possible for believers to be reconciled with God and live righteous lives. Finally, Jesus' resurrection guarantees that death is not the end, promising eternal life to those who trust in him. Understanding atonement helps us see that salvation is a gift from God. It is not something we can earn by our own efforts. Instead, it is received through faith in Jesus Christ. This means turning away from sin, trusting in his sacrifice, and living a life that reflects his love. Atonement is the way God has provided to pay the penalty for sin, restore our relationship with him, and give us hope for eternal life. It shows us that God's love and justice work together to save us, making salvation possible through Jesus' sacrifice.